Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your girl Jo. So let's jump right into this video. So the very first thing I'll be doing is to clean her face with this Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water. You want to clean out any residue dirt, guys. Please always clean the face. You want to be working on a very clean surface. So you're cleaning properly the whole face. We're not leaving out any dirt. So the next thing that we will be doing is to hydrate her skin with this Mario Badescu skincare spray. Just hydrate her skin, and we move over to the Cetaphil moisturizer to moisturize her skin. Apply generously under the eyes and the rest of the face, but under the eyes precisely because it tends to dry out quickly. So we're just, I prefer to work with my hands if the client agrees, obviously. So I'm using the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer to just prime the brows, the forehead, that's the T-zones, the nose, the cheeks, the chin, those places that produce oil, but please leave out the under eye. Then I went in with this Nuban Beauty foundation. I also added Glamgals because I wanted to get the perfect perfect shade because of her undertone. So I'm just blending. I'm just patting. I'm just patting in with this foundation brush from Bobbi Brown. Just patting. The list of the products will be in the description box below. Just pat gently, pamper this girl, pamper the face, pamper your clients. Yes. We're not dragging, we're not sweeping, we're patting. That's what we want to do. So after using the brush just to spread out the foundation, dabbing it into the skin, I'll go on to use my beauty blender from Beauty Line by Didi. You just buff everything into the skin seamlessly. Guys, look at the perfect blend, the foundation. Your face doesn't have to look too bright or brighter than the rest of your body. And she really liked that it was a perfect blend. So you want to blend. You don't want to keep any harsh lines. If you notice, I didn't pack products under the eyes. So this is me going. I didn't pack foundation. Sorry. This is me using my Nuban Beauty concealer. I will list it in the description box below. This is a light shade just to highlight T-zones, inner corners of the eyes, the chin. That's what you want to do. I'll still go in with another shade that is a bit darker than this shade. That's what we're doing, just to seal just to seal the concealers together so it blends seamlessly into the foundation shade. So this is what it's looking like right now. So using the other part of my beauty blend, I'm just going to buff it in, slightly pat. We're not pushing with strong hands, just gently to blend that in. Then I went in with this shade from Nuban Beauty. It's darker than her shade. You might seem like, okay, is it really dark? But it's darker than her shade to contour her face. I'm forming a V. That's how you want to begin your contour. You want to form a V from that ear, the top of our ears down, as though you're going to the brows, but just form that V. Now look at it, you're casting a shadow. Contour necessarily doesn't have to be, it must be dark because it's contour, it must be dark. She's fair, so imagine using a very dark foundation. It's just going to be standing out, like it's not fine. So I'm using that same shade to contour her nose. I'm making a V to the inner corners of the eye first. That is how you want to start your contour, your nose contour. Once you've been able to establish that V, then you can now bring it down and continue contouring the nose. Makeup is blending. Everything must blend seamlessly because you really don't want any harsh line. See how it's looking now? So just blend, bring it down, drop it down to contour the nose. This is my brushes. Check the history of these brushes. One day I shall tell the story. Okay, so I'm blending. This is an angled brush from my Zoeva palette. Brush palette. Change, okay, bell. Okay, so this is what we're doing. Just blend, 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 blend. You don't want any harsh lines. Blend. They kind of emphasize this. Blend it. Yes. So now I went to set. I started setting the under eyes. I left it for a bit, but now I'm setting it with my loose powder from Early Pride. It's been a fave for a while now. It's actually very, very nice. It's very, very nice. See how it sets the under eyes perfectly. We're just setting. Setting is little product. We're not baking. We're just setting the concealers. Little powder just to set the places that you highlighted under the eyes, the chin, the T-zones, the nose. Those places that you basically highlighted. So that's where we're setting with this powder. Even as you're setting, you're dabbing in slightly, not too serious hand. You're just dabbing in slightly to set the face, guys. The nose as well. The places, basically all the places that you highlighted, you're going to set with this powder. This is your loose setting powder. So this is what it's looking like now. You see, as you're setting, you're slightly blending, right? So everything should just go in seamlessly. So I went in to use from my Avoir powder palette her shade, that powder shade, to set the rest of the face, inclusive of the places that I contour. Don't worry, we won't lose that definition, guys. We're setting everywhere with that her shade, her powder shade. You don't want her face looking creamy. If you notice, I had to feel the face to know if it was dry enough. Generously, I had to use the powder. So I'm using this shade from the same palette to intensify the contour, just to give it more depth. Basically all the places that I contoured earlier, so I'm just giving it more depth, guys. You can see that your contour is not necessarily that it has to be just slightly darker than the person's shade, to just cast a shadow, to just give that definition, make the face look more defined. Basically I'm still doing the same thing to her chin, so it's going to look as though, are you seeing how it's looking now? Nice. So the same thing to the nose, that same shade, but I'm using an angled brush now to just intensify, give more depth to the nose contour as well. Blend, blend, blend. I can't help but say it again. Blend, blend, blend. So this is what it's looking like now. So I just went in to use slightly some blush because it's a very, very subtle look for her. Just little blush. You don't want to overdo. See, sometimes less is more. Less is more, guys. So just little blush, just to add a pop of color to her face. I'm not even seeing the blush, but I should added blush. So I went in with this RCMA no color powder to bake. Now this is baking generously to the places that I highlighted. So we're going to bake the face for baking. This is a no color powder. It's very nice. This RCMA powder is really, really nice. It was a good buy. Yes, to the places that we highlighted. So straight to the brows, guys. We're moving. So I'm lining with my Beauty Line by DD pencil. Brush the hair down to enable you line the top. No hair is disturbing you. Just line. Brush the hair backwards. Sorry, upwards. Make sure, yes, you were able to line it properly. This step, if you can get this your first step correctly, then at least your brow should look pink. We're not doing anything serious. It's a very, very subtle look. We're not doing any gang brows. Just someone can actually be beautiful without everything looking very, very plastered, you know. This is what we're doing. So I did the same thing to the other brow. So I'm using this my Tame It by Vian, which is a brow tamer, to just set the hairs like so they'll stay one place. Okay. Just to set the hairs, tame the hairs, the brow hairs. This is like the edge control of brows. Did that really make sense? Okay. So I did the same thing to the other brow. And I begin to fill in with light strokes, just upwards, or filling in light strokes. This is a very soft brow. I'm not doing anything too crazy or plastered, but just filling in basically. Yes, you brush the hairs just to make everything stay. That's what it's looking like, just filling it in. Like I said, it's nothing too dramatic. Just filling that in, correcting anything that needs to be corrected before we go on to conceal or line the edges. So we make the brow look neater. So I'm using this Nuban Beauty concealer. So just, yes, now we're lining, just to define it more. We're using a light shade, that concealer, but I also go in with her foundation shade or something close to her foundation shade for the edges of the brow. That's the inner corner and the outer corner of the brow. So you want to do this carefully so that you can get a straight line. You want to do this carefully so you can get a straight line. Do the same thing here. The brows can go like this, but maybe I just felt to conceal it because we're actually going for something very, very soft. Okay, this is Ben Clown White. It's an eyeshadow primer. Trust me, this primer is big. I just applied it, so I'm blending out the edges. Like I said, makeup is about blending, so blend out the edges. So it's looking soft. Yes, then I use this Eye Magic palette. There's this orange shade. I'm sorry, I was supposed to. There's the orange shade and the brown shade that I used just on top of that primer. See how it made the color pop just once. It's not a very, very shouty color, but it just made it pop immediately. So I was blending. As I was applying, I was blending in circular motions. Please, no harsh lines. Circular motions. I'm just using a crease color, a dark brown color, just to give depth to her crease. Circular motions. Blending is key. We're trying to avoid any harsh lines, so we're blending. See how it's coming. Circular motions, guys. Just using at the outer corner, circular motions. That's just what we're doing. We're blending. See how it's looking. It has to look very soft. Shouldn't be harsh. Your crease colors should not be harsh. So I went in with that glitter from MK Glitters, I think. MK Glitters, yeah. To just, sorry, it's a pigment. They are pigments. Yes, I think in champagne or something. I'll link it down. Baby girl, what's going on? Okay, with my mascara, that's the Zaron mascara. It's a lengthening mascara. Very, very nice mascara, guys. I'm just going to use it for her lashes. before we apply the falsies on the false lashes. So I'm using that lashes from Beauty, Wink Lashes, yeah. Using that lash, but I'm lining a waterline with this Zaron Gel eyeliner. It's a very nice line. I'm using a very small brush, angled brush to do that. Then I went in to install the lashes. I was just lining her lips. We're going for a very soft look or lining her lips. Yep. So I'm using this nude color from my palette, lip palette. I got this from Fidget's Glam store. Just using this nude. You want to blend it together. You're blending the nude into that brown. You don't really want the brown there, but this is just starting out, just to blend it in. Blend. We kind of emphasize blend. So we're blending the colors together. Yes. Oh, this is how it's looking. I ended up using really a gloss. I'm sorry, a gloss. Oh, she's looking so beautiful. A gloss. I'm just highlighting my Revolution palette. I'm just putting some highlighter so her face will glow. That subtle glow. Yes, you know, the idea is the contour, the blush, and the highlighter. That's how it's supposed to be. I like how she's looking. She looks so beautiful. Hey, honey. She looks so nice. Like I said, sometimes less is more. Just adding some highlighters to the bridge of her nose. And this is what we are looking like now. She's a fine girl. Pretty, like, it's the skin for me. Not too much stress, not too much drama. Like, it's just soft and clean. So guys, thank you. See how she looks. Look at the skin. Everything blended out smoothly. Perfect match. She's not too fair, she's not too dark. She's just looking sweet. So thank you so much for watching. Oh, she really loved her look, by the way. This is it. So thank you. Bye.